My name is Robbie Davis. I pastor a great church. The name of our church is Celebration Church, and the church has been in existence for the last 42 and a half years.
My name is Vivian Hayward Bay. I am the mother of Darius Hayward Bay of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Hello, my name is Elgin Lumpkin. I also go by the stage name of Genuine, and I'm with the Hutt Company.
So I turned to one of the coaches at the University of Maryland, who was also an ex-football player, and to ask how did he handle his accounting. He had given me two names, and Lou Hutt was one that called me back. The other gentleman I haven't heard from.
We first established a relationship with Lou Hutt and the Hutt Company around 2008, 2009. Our church was growing from really a mom and pop type organization, organizationally speaking, into a blossoming ministry of 70 plus ministries, went from reaching hundreds to thousands of people.
In the field of professional athlete, you have a number of people coming your way, soliciting what they could help you with, agent, financial advisor, etc.
I knew I needed to connect with someone who had the character in the areas of finance and law, somebody who had serious competency.
Oh my gosh, I wouldn't know what to do without him. I wouldn't know what to do without him. When he tells me something, I take it to heart, because I know he's not going to tell me anything that would be against, what is beneficial to Darius.
He's taught me that even if you make $100 after it's all said and done, you need to live off $30. So, I mean, that took a lot of getting used to, but I now see it, manifesting itself, and I understand it now to the point where, I'm even comfortable with it.
All of the nuances and the detailed minutia connected to all of the I's that needed to be dotted and the T's that needed to be crossed, and for all of the boxes that needed to be checked, to have a professional individual and a company that we could connect with and walk with and grow with. And Lou Hutt and the Hutt Company has been that and so much more.
Well, I tell you, I am so impressed with the professionalism that I get from Louis Hutt and his accounting team. Never once had I felt that he wasn't listening to what my concerns, or felt that I was just asking something that was just frivolous. He'd listen and then he'd answer appropriately. In a case of informing me of the possibility of getting a tax adjustment on the state of Maryland taxes, excuse my eyes, a little money, and it amounted to quite a bit. I mean, had he not informed me or was not informed, we would have missed out of at least $300,000.
We have been able to anticipate a lot of things that have kept us out of many of the weeds.
Most of all, he's straight up and down, and again, even if you're trying to cut some corners, he ain't letting you do it. He don't want to do it. You can do it outside of him, but he don't want to hear nothing about it, and he don't want nothing to do with it. And he's always going to tell you, if you cut corners, this is what can happen. And that's what's most important. He's not one of those guys that are going to lie to you and be like, I can get you out of this, I can get you out of that. He's going to tell you exactly what it needs to be and how it needs to be. And then it's up to you to do it.
I knew of Lou Hutt just as a person, a leader in our community, as a radio personality. So I really had heard a lot about this famous guy named Lou Hutt.
When I call us for something, he returned my call immediately. and take his time and listen to what it is that I'm asking, and then give me his opinion. I appreciate that.
And I was so grateful that he took the time, and we sat down, and immediately I knew that there was the kind of connection that we needed.
Even on a personal level, he stepped in, and when things was going wrong with me and my ex-wife, he stepped in, and he even said that he would go on the road with me. So I was really I was like, wow, this guy is the man. So and I call him Pops. He's like a dad. He's like a one of those guys that's just gonna always have your back.
There are so many professional athletes who, my son tells me, have no idea where they stand. They did not start out with a CPA, or they started out putting everything together in one basket and trusting one entity. A lot of horror stories out there.
The time that Lou Hutt came into my world was perfect timing.
The professionalism is impeccable. I mean, it just is. He's a very, very personable person.
Lou Hutt is a gifted personality.
He's always been that way, and I hope that never stops. I don't believe it is. He's just a good guy.
I'm glad in 2009 that I went with Lou Hutt, and I've been with him ever since. I would recommend anyone who is fortunate enough to have his name passed through them, this is the guy for you. And I can attest to that.